What's up, everybody? Hello, hello. What's going on? Come on in. Let's have a conversation here tonight. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. I want to talk about the talking stage tonight. Yes. So come on in. Let's have a conversation. Let's get a conversation going here tonight. I want to talk about the talking stage. Talking stage. We're going to talk about the talking stage. All right, y'all come on in. Because I want to hear your perspectives on this. I want to hear your thoughts on the talking stage. How do you feel about the talking stage? You know, what do you think goes on in the talking stage? And then I'm going to tell you from the perspective of a dating and relationship coach how long you should be in a talking stage. How to know when it's time to cut a talking stage short. How to get it from a talking stage to something real, something substantial, and what you can expect and maybe what you should not expect from the talking stage. So this is going to be a good talk, you guys. I don't even still plan to be on long, and so, but it's going to be good and worth your hearing, worth you being here. All right. So here's the thing: the talking stage is essentially the time between meeting somebody, getting to know them, and being exclusive. This is the talking stage. This is meeting them. Hey, hello, Mary. My name is John, right? It's talking stage. And then there's the relationship stage, okay? So in the talking stage, there's some things that you should expect and some things that you shouldn't expect, all right? Here's some things that you should know about the talking stage, all right? Talking stage. Most talking stages last between a week to a month or two. Now, if you're asking me personally, I'm telling you, I don't think that somebody should be still in the talking stage after 2 months, after a month or two, right? After a month or two, you know whether this person is the quality of person who can get to the relationship stage or yes or no, right? You know that. So there's no need to just goof around and waste each other's time. All right. The talking stage is when you're getting to know someone and aren't exclusive or in a relationship yet. Did y'all hear what I said? In the talking stage, you are not exclusive or in a relationship yet, right? So technically, you can be in the talking stage with more than one person, right? Now, I'm suggesting that if you have decided to be in the talking stage with somebody, focus on that person, right? Don't have your focus all over the place. Focus on that person during this talking stage. Let me give you another fact about the talking stage. This is important. To get out of the talking stage, ask your crush, because at this time they're just your crush, to hang out in person and open up about their past and some things that they believe. All right, so let's talk about that for a minute. In the talking stage, you're asking them to hang out in person. Now, to me, this is obvious, right? But look, I had a case where a lady came to me and she was like, look, I talk to this guy all the time. There's this guy, we have great chemistry. We talk all the time. She said we talk to 2 a.m, multiple days. Like we talk about everything. We talk about sports. We talk about the government. We talk about life. We talk about death, right? She said, but you know what the one thing we don't talk about? We don't talk about going out. She said he has never asked me out on a date. And I had to tell her, ma'am, You are his buddy. You are his pal. You're not in a relationship with this guy, and you're just in the talking stage. All right, you're just in that stage where you're just talking, and it's not exclusive. Listen to me when I'm saying this. To somebody needs to hear this. It's not exclusive. All right. Look, I need 5 people to hit that share button. Hit the share button. 5 people hit that share button because more people need to be in here hearing this. Right? We talking about the talking stage. The talking stage is a minimal amount of time where you're getting to know the person. All right. Let's talk a little bit more about the talking stage. About the thing, hanging out in person. Look at this. Listen to this, y'all. If you're in the talking stage with somebody and they don't want to meet you in person, this is a red flag. Are y'all hearing me? If you're talking to somebody who doesn't want to meet you, I can tell you this, ladies, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If a man does not want to be in your presence, but he's you're spending this time talking to him, right? Just like that scenario I just laid out. He is wasting your time. Listen to me. If a man, because listen, for us, for men, we go after what we want. We go after what we want. I can remember being a young teenager and it was like my duty to chase girls, right? It was our duty to be where girls was going to be, right? And I'm telling you, it's the same way. So if a man is not asking you out, he's just wanting to just text, you are his text buddy. If all he wants to do is talk on the phone, you're his phone buddy. If all he wants to do is even FaceTime, you're his FaceTime buddy. And fellas, the roles are the same on the other side. If a woman only wants to do those little things and she can't find time in her day, in her week, in her month to actually see you, and you guys have been in the talking stage, guess what? That person is not taking you seriously. So they have to show up. That's number one. They got to show up. Okay? Here's the second thing that they have to do. If you're in the talking stage, look, somebody might need to be taking notes on this. And if you feeling me here, look, we ain't got enough hearts in here. Tap on the screen if y'all feeling what I'm saying. If y'all listening to what I'm saying, tap on that screen. We need some hearts coming in here. We need some love in this room. All right, so check it out. Here's another thing that needs to happen in the talking stage. Here's something else that needs to happen in the talking stage. The person has to open up. In the talking stage, the person has to be willing to open up. Open up and talk about maybe what's happened in their past relationships. Open up about why they're single. Open up about why they've been married 3 times. Okay? They need to open up as to why they've never had a long-term relationship. They need to open up about why their longest relationship has only been 6 months and they're 39 years old, right? They need to be able to open up and share what's really gone on in their relationship life, okay? If you're in the talking, this is if you're in the talking stage. If you're in the talking stage, all right? Now, they also need to not only open up about their past in the talking stage, they needed to open up about their beliefs. What do they believe? Now, listen to this, y'all. You should not get to the relationship phase until you know what they believe. I don't care if they ask you to be their boo. right? I don't care what they ask you. You should not get to the relationship phase without getting a deep understanding of what their belief is in the talking stage. What do they believe in? Do they even believe in marriage if you want to get married? Do they even believe in long-term relationships? Right? Do they believe what is it that they believe? Maybe they believe you don't move in with somebody until you're married, right? You need to know that and be able to be in agreement with it before moving to being an official couple. Listen to this. There are so many people who have done none of these things. They went from hello to relationship, and there was no talking stage. There was no getting to know you stage. Because if they had have slowed down and got into the talking stage and got information about the person, if they had spent physical time in the person's presence, if they had got the person to open up about their life and their experiences in relationships, if they've got the person to open up about their past, which also could mean you understanding their childhood, look, people who didn't grow up with a parent, there's often something missing. Okay? If they grew up in a single parent household, there's often a little something missing, right? Women who didn't grow up with a father can often struggle with relationships with men, okay? Because they don't understand the interactions and the powerful connection a man has with his daughter. Guys who didn't grow up with their mother. I, as a men's counselor, I had many times when I had to coach men who didn't grow up with their mother, right? They can't even accept love. They have a difficult time feeling emotional connections with women because their mom wasn't around, right? You need to know these things in the talking phase and not wait until you're in the relationship phase to be able to understand and hear these important facts, right? During the talking stage. So after you have secured all these things in the talking stage, then it comes down to you can make a wise decision. Should we be exclusive and in a relationship? How do you know? How do you know if you should be exclusive with somebody in a relationship? They checked all the boxes during the talking stage. If y'all feeling me, tap on the screen. If y'all feel what I'm saying, tap on the screen. Listen, it's completely normal to spend time like getting to know somebody. It's very important, right? It's very important. You need to know what are their interests. This is in the talking stage. What are their interests? What are you interested in? Listen, y'all be surprised how many people end up in relationships and don't even know what the person's interested in. This happens when you move too fast in relationships, right? When you jump into bed with somebody, you skip everything that I just said. When you jump over everything that I said and jump straight to intimacy, then you miss everything about who this person is and whether they're going to be right for you or not. Because the intimacy then clouds your mind to make you think that this is a good choice when it is not a good choice, right? So you need to know their interests. You need to know their background. What is their background? What kind of family history are they? Listen, here's a question that you can ask if you're in the talking stage with somebody. Here's a question for you. Ask them about their birth order. I did a video on this one. Ask them about their birth order. Okay? Ask them what line they are in their birth order. Now, you might not have ever thought of that as a question to ask somebody, but think about it. If they are an only child, there's a certain kind of mentality that goes with only children, right? They often don't know how to share because they never had to. They often like things the way they like it, and they don't care if you don't like it, right? Sometimes if they're an older child and there was another child in the house, right? Sometimes that older child had to take on responsibilities and duties to help run the house. Okay? How about if there's a middle child? If there was three of them and the person that you like is a middle child, right? We're talking about birth order. These are the questions you should ask somebody in the talking stage. How about that? What order are you? If they were the baby of the family, maybe they got away with everything. Maybe they got a lot of attention from mom and dad. Or maybe they didn't, right? Generally, the baby gets taken care of by everybody, gets looked out for everybody, right? Find out what their family background is. Maybe their parents, maybe the person's parents were not married and had their own families, right? So there's that dynamic. It's important for you to know all these things while you're in the talking phase before you get to the relationship phase, all right? So you got to know these things. You need to know what they believe in, what they're really all about. Now, here's an important fact that you guys need to know. There is no commitment or exclusivity during the talking phase. Did you hear what I said? Stacy, thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate you tapping on the screen. Tap on the screen. There is no commitment. Listen to this. This is a talk that I know I don't think I've ever heard anybody give about the talking phase. I think I'm gonna do more talking. If y'all think we should have more of these conversations about the talking phase, let me know down in the comments. Let me know. Right? There is no exclusivity during the talking phase, which means they don't owe you anything except to come through with what they said they were going to do. Right? They don't have to call you every day. They don't have to call you 2-3 times a day. Why? Because you're not in a relationship. You're just talking. It'd be nice to hear from them. It's all on the nice twos. These are not have tos. All right? Because why? Because there are no labels in the talking phase. You're just talking. And yes, somebody could talk to more than one person. And because you're just talking. There is no exclusivity. All right? You might find yourself in a talking phase with multiple people at a time. I'm telling you, this happens, right? But as long as you are clear and honest about what's going on, nobody gets their feelings hurt, right? Because see, some people will think, people have forgotten about the talking phase. One person can be in the talking phase and another person think that y'all in the relationship phase, and they start asking you to do relationship stuff. Relationship stuff like, on Friday nights, we are together, right? Without even checking in, we gonna go do something together. I already know you got my Friday nights, or you got my Thursday nights, or you got my Sunday nights, right? That's a relationship, okay? But in the talking phase, hey, there's no commitment on that except the one that you say you're going to do. So don't say you're going to do things that fall under relationship if you're not in a relationship with the person and you're not interested in doing that. All right? If you're not sure what you're looking for in a partner or in a relationship, this is a great way to find out. Okay? You can find out if you want to be in a relationship, if you're ready to be in a relationship, just through the talking phase. All right. So get to know them, get to know what they like, who they are, make plans to hang out, make plans to be together, go have coffee, go do something active, maybe go work out, right? And while you're getting to know them, here's what you need to be listening for. You need to be listening for their values. What do they find valuable? What are their values? Okay, you're listening for this, and this is in the talking phase. This is not in the relationship phase. Slow it down, okay? Values. What do they value? What is important to them? Look? How about this? What were their family values? Okay, for some people, they believe in gender roles, right? What do you believe? Okay, here's another thing that you should be talking about in the talking phase. This is very important, y'all. This is a great talk. You need to be talking about goals. Where is their life going? Why do you need to know that? One reason you need to know that is it's a fact. You become who you hang around. If y'all believe that, tap on the screen if you believe that. You become who you hang around. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before you become who you if you hang around smokers, it's just a matter of time before you start smoking. If you spend a lot of time around heavy drinkers, people who get drunk, they get smashed. Guess what? It's just a matter of time before you're out getting smashed. Okay? Now, this also goes for, I guess, positive values and goals, right? If you hang around people who are spiritual, people who spend time in prayer and, maybe who are church people, right? You're going to become more like them. Maybe if you're a person who's adventurous or you want to be more adventurous. If you hang around adventurous people, you're gonna be more adventurous. If you want to be more fit in your health, go hang around people who are serious about their fitness, right? If you, I go to the gym and I see these people. Hey, appreciate that gift, Stacy. Appreciate that. Look, I go to the gym and I see some of these people, and the guys are buff. Got muscles coming out of here and there, and there's some women who have they have shapes that have been created by weights and not by the doctor, right? You can bounce a quarter off that booty. It's so round and tight, right? You can see, and I know that if I decided to hang around those people, I could look like those people, right? So then this is why it's important during the talking stage for you to find out what are the person's values and what are their goals. Does the person that you're talking to have goals? Does the person that you're spending time with have anything that they're working on? What are they working on? What do they want for their life? Are they okay with their 9 to 5 and just go home and, watch, Netflix and have a beer and then go to bed, have some wine, go to bed and get up and do the same thing over? Or are they people who want extra, who want more? Why do you need to know this? Because you become who you hang around. So you need to know what their goals are. How about their family background, right? These are the things that you want to be having conversations with them about in the talking phase. Family background, very important to know, right? In some families, the mother might talk to the father like an imbecile. In some families, the father is just an extra child. Well, that girl might go out and meet a man and she gets in a relationship with you and she starts treating you like a child. Because in her mind, men are to be treated like children. And she just may disregard your feelings, right? Talk to you like you're nothing. Why? Because that's what she came up with. That's her family background. Well, you need to know these things during the talking phase and not wait until you get into relationships. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. If people follow what I'm saying right here, this would alleviate most of the relationship problems that we have today. Who believes that? Who can witness to that? If people talked about family background and goals and